Tutorials by Andrew Buckle. In this tutorial, I'm just going to show you how you can use the registration point symbols and pass and stippleism to create some very interesting effects. Now, first thing to do is actually this is going to be the path that's going to be turned into a sketchy, scratchy design. But you need a symbol. Now, I've already got one over there, but I'll just quickly show you just very basic symbol to start with. It's just a straight line. Now, what you do, just set a stroke for it, and it's just going to be 1 point, and just drag that over into the symbols. Click OK. Now select there and go to Effect and Stippleism. Now this is a plugin from Astute Graphics, so select that, and preview's off unfortunately, so just going to set that to be on. Now select the symbol I just created. You can modify density, randomize, you can just randomize that. Also, you've got rotation, but you can also have rotation follows pass. So you can just see an interesting effect. What happens is you can see the lines just follow the path all the way along. So you can just see it lines up really nicely. Now, you can also use this. You don't have to use that, and this can be used for other effects, but that perhaps is for another video. But I'm just going to show you this one. Use registration point. Now that's with the symbol. So the symbol now, registration point symbols. Now I'm coming out of that. So you've got this design, which is actually quite a nice sort of sketchy, scratchy design. Now what you can do, of course, just quickly go there and click. And now there's the registration point just there. So you can move that just slightly and come out of that. And straight away you can see what happens. It's still following the path, but it just separates, pushes out. So you can modify the design quite dramatically just by changing that. You can also rotate that. And again, there's a registration point. Come out and you can see another design that can be created. And of course, you don't have to use just a square. You could use images. So this effect could be added to any image, as well as obviously using something more than just lines. You could use images as well for the symbol or text. Now, just double click on that again, you can go, and now you can of course add additional paths. Don't have to use the same path either. You could maybe change the colour. You can use, of course, closed paths as well. Right, so I'm just coming out of that, and you can see the effect you create just by changing that. And again, you go back, and you can repeat this a number of times. I'm going to get rid of those now. I'm just going to quickly create a curved design. So just quick curved design. Like that, using the curvature tool, come out of that, and then you can see that very unusual designs can be created in seconds just by changing that design. And of course you don't have to, you can just use, say, like a square in different positions, maybe multiple, but different colours. So you can just go through a whole range of different designs, maybe circles as well, or whatever. So just come out of that, and then you can see the design you can create. Obviously that's perhaps a bit too extreme. Right, just go back in again, and you can see the general sort of thing. So I'm just going to now finish off maybe just with a final one, just showing different positions. So you can get different, if you move it over there, new symbol, and you can see you can just push it out completely from that centre. You can see it, the gaps there. Okay, so that's a quick run through of the feature with the follow path. Now you can, of course, just go back to that, and this is just an appearance palette. This is a live effect, so you can just click there, and then instead of rotation follows path, you can actually just remove that, put the preview on, and you can see it just shifts over as it obviously that was where I put the actual circle over that side. So if I click there, then go back, and then move it over to that position, you can then reposition it again over onto that side, and so on and so on. Anyway, I hope you found this tutorial of interest. Thank you much.